Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Friday, Financial Friday. I'm actually taping this for you today. You probably wouldn't have even known, but there's not going to be a little live red button up there today. I'm actually in Boise, Idaho today, visiting with my grandbaby. I haven't seen her in over a year. So I decided to go ahead and tape this for you so that you had it and I wouldn't miss because we just started last Friday, so I didn't want to miss today. So here we go. Let's see what our card is. I'm probably I'm going to figure out how maybe I can put this on a watch party so that I can maybe be watching and texting, but I can't. I'm not going to be somewhere where I could actually be on camera. All right. So we got them all mixed up. Now let's see what we're going to focus on, how we're going to attract some money this week. All right. Let's see. Okay. Whenever I am feeling good, I'm attracting good. Oh, yeah. So true. So true. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on, whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or the lack of one. Always when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. And I'm here to tell you, don't ever focus on what you're lacking, ever. Your subconscious thinks that's what you want, so that's what you're going to attract. Don't do it. Do not do it. Always focus on what you want. Or think of it as if it's already happened. That's the best, right? Be in that space already, whatever that is, okay? And keep that flowing in your mind. Right before you go to bed, I want you to think about that. The last 5 minutes, before you go to sleep are what your subconscious works on overnight. So I think we talked about that already, but if not, sorry. Okay. Whoa, timber. Okay, there goes my prop. We're going to see what Velma has for us today. Let's see. All right. Hopefully I get the right day. Here we go. We don't have to feel like doing what is right. We just have to do it anyway. If we let our feelings control us, we would rarely do anything that is right. Our feelings will lead us to eat the whole pie. Allowing your feelings to control your life is like the tail wagging the dog. Use your intellect and your God-given sense of right and wrong to make choices, and only allow your feelings to be involved if there's a multiple choice between several right choices that can be made. I lay before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Choose life. Whew. Wow. So true though, right? Here's the deal. I mean, if we know who we are, my card's dropped. I'm going to have to bend down and get him. If we know in our heart who we are, what our destiny is, what's the end journey for us, if we know all these things, the choices become very clear, and clarity is crystal. You just know it. And it's interesting because, before you get to that point, there's a lot of uncertainty, isn't there? But I think that the path, there might be some uncertainty because there's some more lessons to be learned. And honestly, if you haven't gotten to specifically what your journey is, what your destiny is, it just means that you're not ready for that just quite yet. That's all that means. It just means that there's some lessons out there. Just keep looking for it. Just keep going back to childhood and remembering the things that you love to do. What did you want to do when you grow up? Yeah, right? And that's what you need to pursue. It's going to be, oftentimes it's very simple. And yet, with all the baggage of being told how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to feel, oftentimes parents, teach you that you have to win all the time. And that's not reality, is it? A very small percentage If you're looking at a game or a sport or something like that, how often are you going to win? You're not going to win every single time. And if it's an individual thing and there's 10 participants, well, one person will win, right? Did you see my point? It's not about that. It is not about that. It's about finding out what your true desires are, your true destiny is, and just being true to that. Okay? Let me read a love card from Louise Hay that fell on the floor. Hang on one second. And then I'll give you my tip for the week. Okay, hang on one second. Here we go. So I put these props up so it makes it easier for me to get to things, and yeah, well, it just fell down. All right. So I love these cards. Louise Hay and Robert Holden. And, it's Friday, so we have the whole weekend. And so we have multiple things we get to focus on. And, if you ever have one of these things that really speak to you, I need you to take a copy of that card or write down the words, whatever it is, and keep those with you and look at them often. Those are your heart's desires, so we need to make sure that we include those. All right, let's see. Some of these will resonate more with some than others. Some of these I pull and I'm like, okay. If you've been watching me, you know it happens. Just meant that it really wasn't a card for me. But anyway, here we go. What does this say? I give what I want to receive. Ooh, that's powerful. Right? You want love? Give more love. Okay? That's what I'm going to say about that. We need to give what we want to receive. When you experience any lack in your life, ask yourself, what am I not giving? Oh my goodness. That's a good one. Ah, wow. Oh, I like that one. So true. It's true, guys. You lacking money? Well, then you may not be given any. It's the truth. It is so true. All right. So my tip of the week, my financial tip of the week. Okay, so this one is a somewhat simple one, but it's one that people often don't quite understand. And so let me put it in an easy way to remember. I'm going to talk to you today about your credit score and how you can better your credit score with revolving debt. Revolving debt is like a credit card, right? A credit card is something that you have a limit, an established limit. You can charge up to that amount. When you pay it back, then you have that available again and you can charge it again. So it's revolving, okay? Your revolving debt, let's say you have a $1,000 limit. You need to never go over $500 on that card, because once you start getting over actually 35%, $350, after you get over that dollar amount, it will start affecting your credit score. And the newer the credit card is, the harsher it'll hurt you. And actually just having a new account in general will affect your credit score until you have some history on it, 6 to 12 months, okay? But if you have a card that you've had for a couple of years at least, and there's a $1,000 limit, I want you to tell yourself and keep in your brain that it's a $500 limit. That way you're not going to ever go over the 50% mark. And you might even want to tell yourself $350 or $400, and the reason is because they always tack on fees and whatnot. So we just don't want to go over that amount, because then your credit score is going to suffer. So how many revolving accounts do you have? I want you to take a look at your limits, and I want you to mentally make a note of 50% or less of that limit. That's what you're going to put in your brain that you can spend, that you can use on that credit card. All right? You would be surprised. That is one of the most powerful things we can use to manipulate our credit score is the revolving debt. That's it. All other things, all installment debts, car payments, mortgages, all of those are pretty much, they're installment in nature. And the only thing that affects it one way or the other is time. So if it's new, it may lower your score for a little bit, or if you make a late payment. So there's no way to really better it other than removing something that's derogatory on your report. Okay? So that's your tip of the week. Revolving credit, go take a look at it and tell me. I want to hear about it. I want to hear what you discovered. And yeah, I'd love to hear how you improved your score, because it's amazing how many points you can raise your credit score just by that one little tip. All right. Okay, guys, peace. I'm having an amazing time here in Boise, and I'll see you guys on, well, shoot, I'm going to be out of town on Monday too. Well, we'll see. I might be there. We'll see how it goes. If not, I'll see you Wednesday. Okay? You never know. All right. Peace. Love you. Bye, guys.